there's a little liberal and a little conservative in each one of us. And hopefully there's a little anarchist in there too. This is based on Jonathan Haidt's work, Haidt. He did his TED Talk like 10 years ago or more. It was talking about the moral roots of liberals and conservatives, and how liberals have two basic values. It's fairness and basically being nice to people. I mean, it was pretty. I'm trying to remember what it was, but then conservatives had those, but also valued loyalty, um, respect for authority, and something else. But anyway, you've got this little Hitler inside you, and you got this little hippy dippy love pixie in you. Um, I think in you. He was talking about generally culturally, like you've got these liberals over here and these conservatives over here. I think we've got this all in our own heart. This is a Solzhenitsyn idea that the line between good and evil crosses every human heart. I think that's true, and I'm not calling conservatism and liberalism good and evil, but there's a dichotomy there of, are we acting from preserving tradition? Oh, tradition was another one on the conservatives. Or are we acting from we need to be new and innovative and have new ideas, and um, I think we all have all of this inside each one of us, which is what makes society so hard. Is that if we're thinking human beings, we can see both sides, and if we're less thinking, we pick a side um, and stick to it, and don't compromise, and don't talk, and don't engage in conversation at all about, well, what's the right thing to do here. I think that we, like, breaking it down even further inside our hearts and our minds, we're fractured. We've got fractured psyches, and we've got different traumas for different people over the course of our lives, and different experiences to draw on, and different um, values that we hold. And some people don't hold any values, but they I don't know. We've got a lot of variation in our human family. But issue by issue, we can lean conservative or liberal based on just what we feel about that issue. And I think this is a trap a lot of people fall into when we demand consistency from people. It's like, well, actually, over here, this person isn't consistent at all, because this relates to something completely different in their mind. And we hold a high value on consistency, because it makes, this is kind of a conservative thing, is because it makes other people predictable. If you know how this person is going to be all the time, you can trust them to be who they are, right? You don't have to trust them with everything, but you can trust them to be who they are. If, on the other hand, this person is this person this day and this person this other day, you get kind of worried about that individual. You don't maybe trust them as much as you might otherwise. We tend to value consistency very highly from the people in our lives. And that doesn't mean that we necessarily need people to be consistently good, just reliably them. And I think we don't give grace to people to be reliably them enough. We're demanding total consistency on everything, and I think that is an unrealistic expectation. And I challenge you to turn the lens around and look at yourself and ask yourself, well, how consistent am I being across all of the facets of my life? Am I doing stuff at work that I would never do at home, and vice versa, right? You got your work self and your home self. You got your play self. You got your drunk self. You got your appreciating the arts self. You got your this concert rocks self. You got all your different selves in there, and they aren't all consistent. They aren't going to be, probably. That's okay. Um, but it gets really interesting, though, when You get into political debates and you find that someone believes very liberally over here and very conservatively over here. And how do you square that? They don't. They're not even thinking about it. They don't have principles. They've got preferences. They've got preferences. That's what's going on. And you can't expect consistency from someone who just deals in preferences. Principled people are rare. Um, everyone thinks they're principled. Everyone thinks they're consistent. Everyone thinks that they've got a moral compass that points true north. And it's not true. And we need to give each other grace, and we need to acknowledge that we have this going on in ourselves so that we can see that it's going on in other people, and we can sensitively, kindly ask about the contradictions, and we can work towards understanding each other better that way rather than just, which is what everyone seems to want to do these days. Food for thought.